Okay, so welcome to the first training about WOZTELL calling. Okay, so it's easy, but there are some benefits about WOZTELL calling. That is unified identity. When we call the persons, we are going to showcase our username, and then also we can set like business hours, automations in the same thread, in the same conversation. We can have the messages and the callings, and that it will be really advanced. Um, Something that it will be really nice is that we don't have to pay to communicate globally. I mean, it's like in the past that usually it costs more to connect international calls and local calls, and this will not be affected on that. Um, you can connect 1,000 simultaneously calls. And in the following months, WhatsApp will change to a username-based system. What does this mean? This means that you are not going to be able to save your number, okay? We are not going to be able to save the number in WhatsApp. We are going to be able to save, for example, at WOZTELL, at Sanuker. You already know this about the WhatsApp versions. In the past, WhatsApp Cloud Calling API wasn't available for connecting WhatsApp calls. Okay, now it is available, and we are going to check first of all the rules. Inbound calls. What it means an inbound call? The user initiate calls to the company. If I, Pedro, call to WOZTELL, are totally free for the customer and for the company. Okay. Second of all, if WOZTELL want to call Pedro or want to call Mora or want to call Fernando, this it will be charged based on three factors: the destination country code, the call duration, and your tier. Okay. So what are the basic point to start using WhatsApp calling API? So you have to at least have 2,000 company initiated conversation in the 24-hour period. This is already available this is the first tier of WhatsApp. So there are three ways: send messages, at least be verified, or be a official business account. Okay, so let's break down the calling API cost. Okay, so first of all, the destination country code, that is for example, Argentina, it costs, we already know how much it costs to send a message to a number in Argentina. It will happen the same. If we want to communicate to a number of Argentina, it will cost us 0.01, okay? And for example, Chile, it will cost 0.082, okay? And the tiers, and the second point is the duration, okay? This is quite simple. Any partial minute is rounded up to the next whole minute. What I mean is 55 seconds, it will go 1 minute. 60 seconds is just 1 minute, and 61 seconds is 2 minutes, okay? And the tiers are easy. There are six tiers. Actually, the tier 0 is 0 to 50,000 minutes, okay? This is minutes monthly. What happened if I start the month in the tier 0 and I finish the month in the tier 1? Okay, all the conversations will be charged in the tier 1. What happened if I start the month in tier 1 and then I arrive to the tier 5? All the calling, all the minutes will be charged on this tier, okay? So this is the only channel that if you use it more, it costs you less, okay? So, for example, in WhatsApp conversation, you have some tiers also, but you have only tiers in utility and authentication, not in marketing. Here you have also tiers related to WhatsApp calling API cost. Okay, and let's check it how much it decreased. So to check this, you can go to WhatsApp conversation based pricing. If you don't know, you can come to pricing, and then you click here in WhatsApp conversation based pricing. And also you can check it like this here, that it will be volume based for business initiated calls. You click in this table, and for example, if I start in the tier 0, that is Argentina 0.015. Okay, so but if I have more than 5 millions 1 minutes per month, it will cost me 0.0069. So it is more than 60% discount. Okay, and this is good. Okay, because it's not going to be an increased price, it will be a decreased price. Okay, now the most important thing, how this works. Okay, um, this works as the company have to request permissions to the customer. Okay, so how you request permission to the customer? If you are inside the windows of 24 hours, you only can send a message, okay, because you are inside the 24 hours. But if you are outside these 24 hours, you have to send a template, okay? And the customer have all the power to accept or decline the acceptance of the call, okay? So this is how it looks like, okay? So you can, hey, WOZTELL want to call you. You can allow the callings temporarily. You can allow the calls permanently, or you cannot allow the calls, or you can reject the permissions after you accept it, or you can change every time the access. So the customer, the final customer, have total control on if he wants to be communicate to WhatsApp, or sorry, to WhatsApp calling or not. Okay. So how we use the WhatsApp calling in WOZTELL? It is really simple. Inside channels, when you click on Edit, you will be able to click here WhatsApp calls. Okay, and this is going to be enable calls. What it means that you start receiving uh, receiving or incoming and outgoing calls. If you select the second toggle, is that contacts can call you, and also you can set an available schedule. This means that if I don't want to receive calls during the weekends, schedule here and check this out. And the latest one is allow auto permission requests. Allow contacts to automatic grant your permissions to call them back if you miss their incoming call. This means if I, Pedro, call to WOZTELL and WOZTELL doesn't pick up, so I can automatically call them back to Pedro automatically, okay? So I'm going to start a conversation with Mateo using, well, first of all, I have to be already create the, I have to grant permissions, as I already told you. Okay, so you will be able to have this third tab that is WhatsApp calls. Okay, I can set everything here. Okay, so now what is going to happen? You can see this button here. So I will request permissions to Mateo, and Mateo can give me permissions for temporary permissions or permanent permissions. Please, Mateo, give me permissions temporarily.
Okay, temporary allow calls. Okay.
Okay, so it will display in the inbox thread that the contact has accepted the WhatsApp call request. And here it will show that we have 6 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, okay, to do so. Now, Mateo, please accept the calls or reject the calls. Change the permissions that you have.
Okay, I will put not at this time.
Exactly. And if the customer say, hey, contact has rejected the WhatsApp call request, so I cannot call them, so I have to request permissions again. In the same message that you have, give
Mm-hmm.
us uh, give us permanent permissions.
Permanent. Okay. Allow all calls. Okay.
Okay, so it's going to be here. So I'm gonna call Mateo, and this is going to happen. Okay, this toggle you can move it through here, through here, through here, all inside WOZTELL. Okay. So Mateo, please pick
Okay.
up the phone.
Okay. Hello.
So Mateo and I, we chat during 12 seconds. Okay. So the duration of this, it will be 12 seconds. How much it will cost me? It will cost me according to the number of Mateo that is on Ecuador, and it will cost me 1 minute. Doesn't matter if it's 59 seconds or just 1 second, okay? It will cost me 1 minute. Okay, so what is going to happen later? Mateo, can you please uh, call to WOZTELL?
Okay. I'm
So
going
this
to
is the
call right
outgoing
now.
message, outgoing calls, and now we are going to receive an incoming call.
Okay, I'm calling.
Okay, so I accept the call. If I accept the call, what is going to happen? It's going to sound in my, and now I'm going to chat with Mateo. Hello, Mateo, how are you? Sí, todo bien. Gracias. Okay, so I close this one. Okay? Okay, and then the last part. To check the call history, incoming, outgoing, and lost calls. If we want to check, how many minutes we have chat, I mean, not chat, we have call to this. So we can check here, okay? We come to dashboard, WhatsApp analytics, and we can check how many calls start business initiate and user initiate. User initiate are the incoming, okay? That the user, the customer, the final customer start, and the business initiate, how many of them, and the average. Also the calls by country, it will display here. Everything on this, how much it costs, what are the guides, what are not the guides, what to do, what not to do. It's already on our support. You can come to knowledge base channels and you go directly to WhatsApp Cloud API and you come to WhatsApp Cloud calling. So you have here the user guide. You have also a super cool tutorial and you have all what we have already explained in this live, what we have already explained. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day.